What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. This is X-plore Costa Rica. Today, we are going to learn best Costa Rica towns 2023. What's up, guys? My name is Jeff. This is my co-host and beautiful fiance, Lilian.
If you're new to the channel, please like or subscribe. We drop a video every Tuesday and Thursday with everything you need to know about visiting or living in Costa Rica.
We also host a portfolio of some vacation rentals across the country. If you're thinking about traveling or visiting Costa Rica, that website popping up on bottom, explorevida.com. Get in, check us out. Make your next booking. We would love to accommodate your stay. We'd love to see you in Costa Rica. And with that, it is time to jump right in and check out Best Costa Rican Towns 2023. So what's up, guys? Let's jump right into the best towns in Costa Rica. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna name off a handful of towns that we've been to, we love, and we're just gonna do it speed derby style. We're gonna name the first two things that pop up or our favorite things about the town. You ready to play the game?
Yes.
Let's go. So number one on our list is Montezuma. Go.
What do I feel when I think about Montezuma? This is a beautiful, cute little town. Very colorful with a lot of restaurants and so easy to walk around, and you're probably gonna finish getting to know the whole Montezuma town in like about 15 minutes.
Yes. You're not lying about that. For me, it's going to be the size of the town. I thought I'd been to some really small Costa Rica towns. Then we went to Montezuma. It's an epic location. It's a must if you're coming to Costa Rica. Extremely beautiful. It is extremely small, guys. You could literally throw a rock from one side of the town to the other. Takes 2 minutes to get from one side of the town to the other on foot. You can walk to the waterfalls. It just has this really blessed small town vibe, even for Costa Rica. Moving on to number two on our list is Santa Teresa. What do you think about when you think of Santa Teresa?
Well, I would think it's this much larger beach town, as well as the beach that is also very long, very extended. And beautiful sand, beautiful ocean, a lot of surfing going on, and a lot of activities, and also reminds me a lot of Tulum in a very pura vida Costa Rican style.
Yeah, so you kind of stole mine. You ended on the beach, the jungles. In Santa Teresa, when you're parking in the car, you're going to be parking it more in the jungle, walking out to a breathtaking view of the Pacific Ocean. The beaches go on forever. For me, when I think about Santa Teresa, I think about Tulum. It really has the same look, the same feel. There's one long road with restaurants all over it. So for me, I would have to say Santa Teresa reminds me a lot of Tulum. If you like Tulum, you're gonna love Santa Teresa.
Also, a lot of music festivals is going on in Santa Teresa. A lot of fun and very cool nightlife.
This is true. If you love that, you're gonna love Santa Teresa. And moving right on to number three on our list is gonna be one of my favorite places in Costa Rica, Manuel Antonio. What do you think about when you think about Manuel?
I think of a beautiful road that goes around the hills, very hilly, amazing views, and beautiful spots where you can get to see the ocean and a lot of nature, the national park as well.
You're not lying about that. I think the same thing. Truly a beautiful destination. It's located in these rolling hills that follow the Pacific Ocean. This is a must if you're coming to Costa Rica. You definitely got to check out Manuel Antonio. For me, I think of the airplane restaurant in Manuel Antonio. So somebody took an old aircraft from the Air Force. It looked like a bomber at one point. Converted this bad boy into a restaurant. The food is great. The restaurant's large. You can actually walk through the cockpit. The wings are part of the restaurant. The food is amazing. And the views are incredible. So for me, if you're going to Manuel Antonio, if you're coming to Costa Rica, it's a must. If you're visiting Manuel Antonio, you gotta check out the Airplane restaurant. It is on the right-hand side. If you're driving into Manuel, it's on the right-hand side. If you're leaving Manuel, it's on the left-hand side. Guys, this is a big airplane. You're not gonna miss it. Let's bring it more back inland now with number 4 is La Fortuna, or The Fortune. What do you think about when you think about La Fortuna?
Well, of course, the beautiful volcano, and around the volcano, it develops a beautiful town where there's a lot of souvenirs, shops, restaurants, and I've heard they have one of the best customer service in Costa Rica going on. Like, they've developed a lot of tourist culture around this town that everybody loves.
Well said. For me, it's gonna be the weather, everybody. So La Fortuna, I don't know what it is. Still has a tropical climate, but you're up in the hills. So the weather for me was just perfect. It wasn't hot, it wasn't cold. It just was perfect. 24 hours a day, every day we were there. I had no complaints on the weather. You were on the backside of the cloud forest, so you know, Arenal is real cloudy. But the weather, I don't know if it's just every time we're there, it's perfect. But for this gringo, the weather couldn't be better in La Fortuna. And number 5 on our list is on the other side of Arenal in the cloud forest. We just were talking about it, Monte Verde. What do you think about when you think about Monte Verde?
Definitely one of the highest altitude with a lot of nature, beautiful mountains, and also this has amazing views to the ocean since it's so high, so you get to see this, and you get to see also La Cordillera de Tilarán, which is so close to Guanacaste. So the views are unbelievable, and there are very good chances also to see a lot of wildlife, like sloths, and a lot of bird watching, like the quetzal is also popular over there. And what else? A lot of cute restaurants. Very cute town.
Yeah, it is a very cute town. For me, it's going to have to be the weather. So it would be the cloud forest itself. One of the most beautiful drives I've ever had is when we were leaving Monte Verde, headed down towards Punta Arenas. We were coming out of there, and the clouds that day above the mountains is something I will never forget. It was truly an epic experience. I'm not over exaggerating that. Nature was painting a beautiful picture for us that day. The other aspect of what I think about when I think about Monte Verde is it is cold. And everybody else kind of argue with me, no, it's more chilly, Jeff. I know we live at the beach, but it was cold. You're definitely going to need a hoodie, some leggings, and it's not so cold that, you're bringing a lot of warm weather gear. But if you're wearing shorts, you need shoes, probably a sweater or a hoodie, so to speak, would get it done. Or if you're wearing jeans, maybe a short sleeve shirt. So, kind of like that San Diego, Denver weather in the fall is more what you're going to see in Monte Verde. What I was really impressed with, or kind of enamored with in Monte Verde, they actually have patio heaters on their patios for most of the restaurants. I would have lost that bet before I went to Monte Verde. So for me, it's the weather.
Yes, I think also it gets so chilly because of the position, the location where Monteverde is very windy. So the wind's
Yes, it is windy. We were in a vacation rental, and I thought the house was going to blow over both nights at 2 o'clock in the morning. Windy to say the least, but still beautiful, and we enjoyed every moment in Monte Verde.
That was fun.
It was. So moving right on, guys, number 6 on our list is a charming mountain town called Turrialba. In Cartago province. What do you got on Turrialba in Cartago province?
Turrialba, the first thing that comes to my mind is the Turrialba cheese. And since this is located in Cartago, there's a lot of farms around, so there's very good potato over there, and the volcano that is so popular over there. And this town, a little bit isolated, but so charming and so romantic, so we felt very comfortable over there, and we had a really good time.
We did have a good time. What pops into my head about Turrialba is this is a Tico or Tika town. So this is a Costa Rica town. It's not as busy with tourism as like La Fortuna or Jaco or one of those, Santa Teresa. So it's a lot quieter. You're gonna have some new restaurants. We found some new restaurants that were coming out. A lot more sodas versus restaurants, and the town closes a lot earlier. There is no nightlife in Turrialba. So for me, it's quiet. Turrialba is a very safe, quiet town. If you're coming with your partner, maybe a honeymoon, this would be a perfect destination for a couple days. I'd highly recommend.
The food was delicious. Even though we tried just a couple of restaurants, yeah, we've noticed that Costa Rica right now has so much variety, and it's just delicious.
Very true.
Surprises.
So let's get to last on our list. We worked our way all around the country. We're gonna hit Porto Viejo in Limon province on the Caribbean side. What do you think about when you think about Porto Viejo?
Oh, Porto Viejo, I would think a lot of the reggae music and Afro-Caribbean culture. Beautiful beaches. Since it's the Caribbean, the ocean will look prettier, more little clear water. And yes, it's I would say a small town.
Yeah, it's a small town, but it was popping when we were there. I mean, if you're there in the busy season, those restaurants and nightclubs, I mean, I don't know if they're nightclubs, wouldn't call them a bar, kind of a hybrid, but they were, I mean, on fire those nights we were in downtown Porto Viejo. So don't let the small town scare you. There is a nightlife in Porto Viejo. I think everything's gonna stay open until about midnight, 1 o'clock. So you definitely don't have that problem in Porto Viejo. For me, well, I'm gonna go with two things. The roads are tricky to say the least. And what I mean by that, you'll be driving down towards Limon from San Jose, and every so often in the middle or the fast lane all the way to the left, they just have cement barricades that would literally cut your car in half if you hit the thing. So you really got to watch out for those. I think it's so the semi trucks have a left-hand turn after the barricade. So the roads were a little freaky for us getting to it. I've been on a lot worse Costa Rican roads, but that road was a little freaky, I'll say it. And then the second thing that definitely comes to mind when I think of Porto Viejo would have to be the howler monkeys. They are everywhere. Woo, woo, woo. It's how we woke up to every single morning. I was going to the bathroom about 4 a.m. and I heard something out the window. Woo, woo, woo. So for me, I'm going to have to go with nature and the howler monkeys in Porto Viejo.
Definitely the wildlife is more dense, like you hear more like strong sounds of the these wild animals. And what else? Well, the food is really delicious. You can really taste the flavor of the Caribbean, and they do a really good job. They're really friendly people, and we just have a blast.
Yeah, we did. So to sum it up with Porto Viejo, this is a whole different culture than the rest of Costa Rica. This is going to be more like a reggae. You would think you're more in Jamaica, Mon. The food is going to be more of a Caribbean style food than a traditional Costa Rican flavor. So it's different strokes for different folks. We love Porto Viejo, and I'm sure you will too. And with that, that's all we got for today. Guys, jump in, like and subscribe our channel. We drop a new video every Tuesday and Thursday for everything you need to know about visiting or living in Costa Rica. Again, we host a portfolio of some beautiful vacation rentals in Costa Rica. That website popping up on bottom, explorevida.com. Get in, book your next trip. We'd love to accommodate your stay, We'd love to see you in Costa Rica. Until next time, Pura Vida.
Pura Vida. Bye.